Local legal experts are also weighing in on this verdict. Michelle Fiore joining us live from the federal courthouse tonight with more. Michelle.
Yeah, Jessup, we spoke with two Milwaukee attorneys today, one who represented an MPD officer in a deadly shooting. They think what ultimately won the case for the state was that 9-minute, 29-second video that the defense just couldn't overcome. Jonathan Smith says it's that 9-minute, 29-second video that ultimately cost the defense this case.
It wasn't just the depiction of Officer Chauvin or former Officer Chauvin's knee on Mr. Floyd's neck and what other officers were doing, but you had sort of that real-time play-by-play.
Smith represented Milwaukee police officer Dominique Hagan-Brown, who was acquitted in the 2016 shooting of Seville Smith that led to the Sherman Park unrest.
Certainly in the Hagan-Brown case, and if you watch some of the other body cams as it relates to officer-involved shootings and whatnot, you know, those are usually sort of split-second sort of determinations, right? Person turns and the shot is fired, and you know, but those things will play out in court one way or another. Here we just had this sort of prolonged minute after minute after minute, and the commentary from the general public who you know, who is, you know, kind of our eyes and ears and voice at that moment in time.
When the jury returned a verdict in 10 hours, attorney Frank Gimbel anticipated guilty on all charges.
I find that if a jury is not out for a minimum of 1 hour for every day of trial, then the prosecution wins the case.
Gimbel, a Milwaukee attorney since 1963, says while the defense made some good points, they may have lost some jurors with a 3-hour closing argument.
An old federal judge told me when I was a young lawyer in the U.S. Attorney's Office, he says, remember this, Frank, the mind cannot understand what the seat can't endure. So if you have a restless juror, you lose that person's attention.
In addition to this, Jonathan Smith wondered if it would have made a difference to the jury to hear from Derek Chauvin himself, to hear his thoughts about what a reasonable police officer would do. Live at the Milwaukee County Courthouse, I'm Michelle Fiore, CBS 58 News.